Brian Nugent-Hopkins was up with Connor and Zach today, and I realize Leon didn't skate, but are we looking at Connor and Leon centering their own lines to start?
I think tonight it's going to start like that, and we can go back and forth throughout the game depending on how the flow is and how everything's playing out, but right now they'll center their own lines.
Broberg was off relatively quickly. Is he an option for you tonight?
Yes, whether we go with 7 defensemen, yeah, that's an option that he could play tonight.
Looks like Kelvin Pickard will get the start tonight. Just give us a thought on what goes into that decision and what you expect from him.
Well, I'm expecting what I've seen from Kelvin all season. Goaltender that's competed very hard, played very well for us, and piled up a lot of victories. And yeah, and there's been times, it's not a ideal situation. He hasn't been playing for a long time, but he's gone long stretches without playing, and I think the team has a lot of confidence in Kelvin when he has played, and he's going to be our guy.
Cam wanted to ask you about the position of goaltending and how, in a lot of ways, it's kind of a team position. Everybody can kind of contribute to that going well, and how that can be the case.
Absolutely. Sometimes I think it's unfair. Goalies sometimes get too much credit and also too much blame when things aren't going well. And as a team, we want to make the shots easy for him to see and be on the perimeter as much as possible. And there are going to be breakdowns, and that's where the goaltender has to make a big save when warranted. But as a team, we can make a goaltender's job a lot easier by how we defend.
And just want to follow up on the idea of 11 and 7. It's not something that you've really done in your time here. What's your experience with it in the past, and maybe the pros and cons? And does it have a little bit to do with maybe guys up?
Yeah, that has something to do with it. I think it takes away a little bit of the flow and rhythm, especially with a defenseman. Just situations not always going out there regularly with your partner. But on the flip side of it, offensively, with the forwards, it is a lot easier to double shift at 97 or 29 and have them back out on the ice right away with another line. So, there's pros and cons to it.
Kris, since you came in, your team had second most 5-on-5 goals. You had the best goal for goals against differential 5-on-5. You've struggled from your forwards so far through 3 games to score 5-on-5s with only 2 goals from your forwards. What do you need to see more from them 5-on-5 specifically from your group?
Well, I think everyone would notice or say, certainly a coach would, about going to the net. Where are the goals? They're around the net. You need to get to the blue paint. But another part of it is, I think we need to be a little more shot selective. We need to be a little more patient when we have the puck. Getting passes to the slot are very dangerous, but if that pass isn't there, we can't be throwing the puck away when we want to spend time in the offensive zone. So we have to be selective with our shots and the plays that we're making, and we just have to find a way to get to the net. Their defense do a good job. They're big, they're strong, they do a good job of getting in the way, interfering from our forwards getting to the net. We got to fight through that.
Sorry. Also, in addition to Draisaitl, Kane, Ekholm, and Henrique didn't skate. What's the status of those 3 players?
Adam will not play. The other 3 are just off maintenance.
Looks like potentially Holloway could get a little bit of a bump based on lines. Am I reading too much into that? And if so, what do you think of the way Dylan's played and potentially to have him in an elevated role tonight?
Dylan's played really well. The 2 goals in the previous series. There's been games where maybe his ice time hasn't been what it should have been. I think he's warranted more time. But the biggest thing for him is how well, the puck play's been really good, hasn't been turning pucks over, and also he's been difficult to play against with his speed and tenacity and physical. There's a lot of liked about his game, and we're talking about secondary scoring. Dylan has the capability of scoring, whether it's driving the net, getting a rebound, or scoring with a shot. And we saw it last series, 2 really nice quick releases. And hopefully he can give us something tonight.